I'm Eduardo Wijon Jr. in your community of Lompoc. SpaceX wants to increase rocket launches at Vandenberg Space Force Base, but first, the Department of the Air Force needs to evaluate the potential impacts on the environment. I spoke to local residents about how this could impact those living nearby.
Launches are so loud and so explosive, they feel like an explosion.
Community members sounded off Thursday night at Dick DeWeese Community Center in Lompoc over the proposed action the Department of the Air Force Base wants to implement. According to officials, the purpose of the proposed action is to increase the space launch mission capability of the U.S. Department of Defense and other federal and commercial customers. Officials say 51 launches took place at Vandenberg Space Force Base last year. Now the proposal is to get to 100 in 2025.
We were going through the determination process to go from 50 to 100. We determined that the EIS, the environmental impact statement process, was the more appropriate one because that's a lot more robust than an environmental assessment. It puts structure in place to make sure that the public has an opportunity to directly engage with us.
The proposed action includes authorization of the redevelopment of a Space Launch Complex 6 to support Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy operations, authorization of an increase in Falcon 9 launches and landings at Vandenberg Space Force Base and downrange landings in the Pacific Ocean, and the FAA's issuance or modification of a vehicle operator license to SpaceX for Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy operations at Vandenberg Space Force Base and approval of related airspace closures. Community members were invited to comment on the proposal.
You know, the more launches, I don't have an issue with that. Again, my only concern is it normal for my house to shake?
Other residents I spoke to also raised concerns regarding negative impacts in the community.
My biggest concern is the fumes, including us. What are we breathing? That's a big concern because the launches are going to be increasing and increasing, and something needs to happen.
The noise level is really loud, but the sonic boom is louder and it shakes our whole house.
As of right now, officials are planning to prepare and publish a draft of the environmental impact statement and conduct public hearings later this year. The public is encouraged to submit comments online in English or Spanish through January 27 to ensure the Department of the Air Force has sufficient time to consider public comments during the preparation of the environmental impact statement draft. In Lompoc, I'm Eduardo Wijon Jr., KSBY News.